What's good, YouTube? DM Gaming here, guys, and we have some new scans for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So very interesting here. We're gonna go over these really quick. It's not gonna take long at all. So if you could, please subscribe to the channel, turn the bell icon so you don't miss a single upload. Jumping straight into it. Team Goku here, guys, and right now we don't have a release date. Still don't have one, but it is what it is. Piccolo here against Kami. He's just disguised as this guy. And right underneath that, of course, Goku fighting Giant Piccolo. These scans aren't saying anything. Only thing this first one here is saying with the one with Piccolo here in it is that he's just fighting against Kami, disguises himself as a normal person to fight in the tournament against Piccolo, or Majub as he's called. I mean, not Majub. Ma Junior, sorry, Maju. No, anyway, and then here this scan is just talking about Goku fighting Giant Ma Junior or Piccolo. The ones that interest me are the ones to the right, because here this scan is just talking about how Goku previously had lost to Tien Shinhan and stuff like that. He's having to fight him again. And it's talking about the technique that Tien is using, where he can split into multiple forms and stuff like that. Now we're getting some new information here at the bottom. This is talking about a subquest where we kind of get a background into Tien's past. The interesting thing about that, guys, is because remember I told you about these battles. And early on, when we very first got announced with this, I talked about how I think some of these support characters are going to become playable. Well, that is the case right now with Tien. Is definitely playable in that he has a subquest where we learn about his past. Okay, and that's General Tao, of course. Now, this is old too because he actually fights Cyborg Tao in the tournament. Okay. Going to the next batch of scans here, the very first one at the top, like I said, nothing new here. It's just saying that the DLC is approaching and that Goku, we see him here. This is, of course, at the end after he beats Majub. God, why do I keep saying Majub? Guys, it's early. I'm sorry. Ma Jr. I am so sorry. Underneath that, we have Goku fighting Chi-Chi. Okay, like I said, the scans aren't selling nothing different, just kind of giving a little bit of more backdrop on their fight. But all that's really just talking about is they meeting again and they're fighting. As you can tell from that screenshot right there, that is a that's not from the actual fight. That's more of a cutscene thing. Same thing with all these three right here. The one to the right here is just Goku whenever he first met up with them outside of the tournament before it began. And it talked about it being 3 years. And the scan up above does talk about him training as well. So, like I said, I'm interested to see how we're going to train. I really think that the DLC will more likely start with us on Kami's lookout, training with Kami and Mr. Popo. That I think that's going to be the base of operations, if you will. Nimbus being the mode of transportation to get there, and we're able to eat and train on his lookout. That's my prediction. Because, of course, Goku and Chi-Chi hadn't gotten married yet, so Chi-Chi's place ain't going to be the place to eat. Unless they have somewhere at the tournament arena. All right. Underneath that, you have Tien and Cyborg Tao. Okay. They have to fight each other. Okay. Told y'all. Now, we also know that Yamcha has a fight. We know that Krillin has a fight. So, I'm wondering, are they going to make those playable characters as well? And then over to the right, guys, it's just only thing it's talking about is just saying that the ground combat is finally in the game, basically, is what it's saying. And, it's just saying that there's going to be new techniques, of course, as we know. New techniques and new defenses. So there's going to be new ways to defend against ground combat attacks and stuff like that. Now, and then the bottom one, of course, is just saying, when you're down, you can get back up in a way. So my interesting thought with this is, are we, with the ground combat, is it coming to the main game, guys? Because be real, this DLC is taking a bit of a time, okay? And I'm not upset about that. Reason why I feel that way is because they need to get this right. With ground combat, it needs to be done right. And it is a big transition. It's not just a switch that they can flip. So I can understand why it's taking some time. Be that as it may, I'm wondering, is this going to come to the main game? And if it is, then guys, they're going to have to redo pretty much everything in the main game because, like I said, all the boss fights and all the fights take place in the air. So they would have to design everything in the game to be able to fight on the ground and stuff like that. So I'm wondering, is any of this going to carry over into the main game, which would be very, very dope. But y'all see the scans there. Let's go over to the Steam Deck. Okay. Oh, snap. We're getting close. We're getting close, people. So they have worked on it. It says here 4 days ago. It's been 4 days, but when you're looking at the history, it's been the same thing. Okay. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to go through that, guys. When we're looking at this, it's been, of course, the change list. This isn't what the devs have done and stuff like that. But, so they're getting close. And we know this because the V-Jump has hit. So they're getting ready to mesh the two together. And whenever we start seeing that, that's what's going on. And then as far as, like I said, they hadn't touched it in about 4 days. So that's interesting as well. Going over to the main Kakarot page. I just want to see, have they finally added the DLC stuff to the... Nope, they still haven't added it. So that's interesting to see as well, that they have not added any of that to the main page for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about the scans down in the comment section down below. Like I said, it isn't any new information that we haven't already known. Well, not known. It's some stuff that we've speculated on, like with Tien being playable and stuff like that, that has been confirmed. The fight with Goku and Chi-Chi, the fight with Tien and Cyborg Tao, stuff like that. So I'm excited for the DLC, guys. Like I said, at this point, I really want them to take their time and get it right. Ground combat needs to be done right the first time. It's a hit or miss kind of deal. It's not something, if it's not good, people aren't going to continue to play it. And I really feel like they should move this over into the main game. I think a lot of people would play Kakarot again because you're going to get a completely different feeling playing it if it's done that way. So let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below, guys. That's all I got for right now. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.